A$AP Rocky is dropping his new album, Don't Be Dumb, on August 30th. We just got the official release date. This is a day that I never thought would come, so today we're going to talk about how we know this and what we know about the album so far, so let's jump straight into this.
If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description.
So this is obviously an album that we've been waiting for an eternity. We first got those hints at that Amazon Music live show 1.5 years ago when he was hinting at this album. Might even be more than that. And most recently, we talked about his October trial date for the incident with A$AP Rocky that I went over in my last video on this, about the real reason why this isn't coming out. And we thought that we'd have to wait for a very long time. But now we actually have the announcement for when this album is dropping. So to understand how this came about, you have to understand that Rocky's been more into fashion and creating a lot of things there creatively. For example, his latest Bottega Veneta Father's Day edition collab that he did. So he's really big into these brand deals like he's always been. But in the recent past, it's just been a little more. And one thing that was really big for him was securing or announcing his first AWGE Paris Fashion Week runway show, which is big. And he did the American Sabotage AWGE collection and he previewed it there. He also was a model himself on the runway, and this whole show was pretty special to him. He announced this on social media. He shared the link to watch the live stream, so we could tell that this was a show that he was proud of and that he really wanted to get out there. Now, surrounding this as well, there were some hints that this might be connected to the album. For example, outside of the building, I believe, that the show was held in, we had people holding up Don't Be Dumb flags or banners or stuff that was just alluring to this. And also Archangel, a fashion and A$AP Rocky Instagram account that was also reporting on this, talked about this American Sabotage fashion show and announced when it was actually coming out. It was European time, and they said that there would be runway style apparel designed by Rocky, branded American Sabotage, and they predicted basically that Rocky will announce album date and more. Now, while we didn't get the direct announcement from Rocky, to my knowledge, I wasn't there. If you know or have footage of things that tell you otherwise, then please let me know and let the fans know in the comments. But there was, for example, also a new song debuted on the runway, which was pretty dope, and that sounds pretty cool, and definitely something that we would see Rocky do in the recent past as one of those songs. But then the big thing was that Rocky, about the time that the fashion show was going on, shared a link to his Instagram bio, to his story as well, that links you to live.awge.com, or where you could, when this was happening, I guess, watch that live stream. But now it's already the store, the shop for the American Sabotage apparel, or at least the merch connected to this. Obviously not the runway clothing that they were wearing, but you can see right here, American Sabotage, and we have a bunch of items on there that are quite pricey, I gotta say. I mean, this is in euros, but it's basically 1-to-1 in dollars, maybe a little more dollars even. So there's a bunch of stuff, but you can tell it says Don't Be Dumb. 2 LP vinyl, Don't Be Dumb box set 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the album. This is the album that we're getting. And I mean, when you go back to that American Sabotage front page, you can see that it says pre-save in the upper left corner and also pre-save Don't Be Dumb right in the middle. And when you actually click on that, it takes you to a pre-save site where you can obviously pre-save the album to Spotify and Apple Music, which you already did, because I'm not gonna miss out on that. But it says Don't Be Dumb, coming August 30th, 2024. This is the announcement. This is the big thing that we've all been waiting for the longest time. And August 30th, even if it's a little bit later than I expected this to drop when it comes to the time of the year, because we all kind of thought about an early summer release for Rocky. It was just something that we made our minds up on because that's when testing dropped as well, and we could kind of see that because he was dropping Sandman, for example, also around April, May, and that sound was fitting really well into that time of the year. August 30th is still summer. August 30th is still, like that hot season that Rocky usually drops in. And it's not that far in the future. It's about 2.5 months now, which I guess sounds a lot. But if you consider that we thought that we wouldn't even get an announcement until after his October trial, this is big. And I didn't expect that this would just come like this, that this would just, come out of the blue at this AWGE fashion show. I mean, we did have those hints from those Instagram pages, obviously, but it's definitely something that came more unexpectedly than I expected. So I'm really happy about this. I honestly don't know how to even process this because, as I said, this is an album that we've been talking about forever, and a lot of people gave up hope, and the fact that Rocky now came through and just announced this is pretty big. Now, one more thing that I did want to mention is that the Beeper app also picked up on the album already. They just posted at the point of recording this about an hour ago that, they detected it. The Beeper app, if you don't know, is an app that kind of scrolls and scrolls the internet and detects songs, and I guess can also tell you what a song is you're listening to. But they detected, I guess, metadata of the album, Don't Be Dumb. Maybe it was from the song that was played during the runway show, or maybe it just was because there was something registered. But they also tweeted out A$AP Rocky Don't Be Dumb album August 30th. Now, this also means that this is the confirmation that it's going to be called Don't Be Dumb. We've been knowing this for quite some time, but obviously some people were still, hung up on All Smiles, and they thought that would be the next record, but it is going to be called Don't Be Dumb, and we're getting it August 30th. Now, as with all of these big releases, we got a lot of big releases right now. We got Kendrick with supposedly a new album, Kanye, Vultures 2, Playboi Carti with I Am Music, now A$AP Rocky with Don't Be Dumb. It's a lot going on right now, and as with all of the other of those rollouts, I'll be here to guide all of us through it, to always have, when it gets really hot, daily uploads probably about new stuff about this record. So make sure you stay subscribed, or subscribe if you haven't yet, if you don't want to miss out on any of the A$AP Rocky content that is about to drop over the next 2 months, because it's going to be epic. We're obviously also going to be listening to this album live when it drops on Twitch, going to have that live listening experience. And I'm hyped about this because it's been 6 years since testing. That's a long ass time. And I mean, in the meantime, Rocky at some point was probably #1 of my favorite artists, but it was just such a drought for fans that didn't stick for too long, just because I was binge listening his entire old discography, but there wasn't something new, and there wasn't hope of anything new coming. And the fact that it is now is just insane. So let me know what y'all think about this. What did you think of the AWGE American Sabotage fashion show? And what do you think about the fact that Rocky did announce Don't Be Dumb, even if indirectly? We'll see if he does come out with an official bigger statement over the next couple of days, but that he just came out with the album like that. Now let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.